Hello everyone, with the October update out, we finally have new stuff to do. Some of this new stuff is going to the newly redesigned Mediola Outer Area 1 to farm materials to upgrade our Selio weapon to the Duo Selio weapon series. As a result of this, you'll probably want to know how to efficiently farm it and what to farm in this revamped exploration zone. And of course, as a pro gamer, can I just delete that post edit? I hate this stupid joke already. Sega, why'd you have to name this Grindervis? So anyways, Mediola Outer has 6 main things to target here, and while you can farm for all of these at once, you can also to some extent prioritize what you mainly want from this exploration zone depending on what enemies you kill. Proger Grinders and Evolu at Volt 1, Dreadkeeper 5, Gigas 4, and Ruinate Ogre Rancor are your main target items here in Mediola. Evolu Volt is mainly found from the bosses in this exploration zone. There is a almost 100% uptime of boss trials here, so you'll get the 150 you need for Dual Selio pretty easily without too many problems. Pro Gamer Grinders, which is my patent pending name for Proger Grinders, are a bit more annoying to get as these seem to exclusively be trash mob drops, and don't drop from bosses in Mediola. This means if you want to get Pro Gamer Grinders, you need to go after trash mobs. There's a way to do this pretty easily, and I'll go into that later. Dreadkeeper 5 drops from veteran Starless bosses which spawn as trials and usually drop around 3 per kill, which is fantastic, because now we don't have to complain about Dreadkeeper 5 anymore. Gigas 4 drops from Recons, Malevolent Bardius, Malevolent Ruin Angeli, and pretty much just any Gigantic boss in general quite frequently. This leaves Ruinate Ogre Rancor, which is a drop exclusively from Angeli spawns. Now, before I go into Proger Grinders, I do want to say that Malevolent Bardius is a pretty big waste of time to actually farm. Unlike Angeli, which has a weapon camo drop, Bardius has pretty much nothing unique about it. You'd be better off farming trash mobs for Proger Grinders during that time the trial is up. Of course, everyone is doing this and no trials will spawn, so yeah, I'll leave it up to you to decide that particular detail. Anyways, this leads us to our next part. How do we efficiently farm Pro Gamer Grinders? As I mentioned, Pro Gamer Grinders drop from trash mobs. This means that if you want to farm Pro Gamer Grinders, just kill me already, as efficiently as possible, you need to target trash spawns. The best way to do this is to go to the floating islands. The best way to do this is to kill generic trash mobs on the floating islands, and if there are nothing on the floating islands, you go to the lava portion of the bottom map, killing mobs and making use of the comfort lilies that spawn to kill trash mobs as fast as possible. It should also be mentioned that the higher parts seem to have those decoy bombs which you can also use to quickly kill off trash mobs. If you want to grab the grinders as fast as possible, this is the best way to go about it. This does mean also potentially neglecting trials, especially if you stick to the bottom portion. But, well, you can't get everything efficiently, so that's the biggest downside to this. It's really up to you where your priorities are here. Either way, you're getting a lot of good loot from here, and this is an absolutely solid farm while it lasts. It should also be noted that Excelli weapons and Exorcist units do drop from here too, which is pretty nice and something to keep in mind. They seem to mostly drop from bosses, but I could just be remembering wrong. Just know the rates for them are pretty low, so if you really want those, you're better off running Malignant Darkfall's Dalian or Ordinal Tower rank 8. That's basically all there is to cover here of Mediola. It's a pretty cool revamp of the area which completely changes its landscape and how you traverse it, so overall, I'd say it's a positive change. I guess one issue is it completely devalues Dreadkeeper 5 and Gigas 4 capsules now, but at least making Grand Dreadkeeper 2 is fairly plausible without spending tons of Meseta in the first place. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Finally, we've won our war against Sega for a Grand Dreadkeeper, and it can finally reach a conclusion. We've won, everyone.